There's your sunset. Pretty cool clouds. Oh yeah, moon's hiding over there. Although, kind of there, you can see it flicker in the middle of the screen once in a while. Ladies and calves are all out here. It's blowing. Spray coming off the lake down there between here and that calf. Blowing pretty decent actually. This one just got in, so it's off. I'll give it a turn in the morning and find it the other direction. Won't take long to get that little bit done. I think the big one in the morning is going to come off the line it's hooked on where the calf's down there. It'll make that run. It's a short run for it. Get it moved early enough, shut it off tomorrow night, I guess. And after this one makes this little run twice, we'll move it to the next one down there. Little bugger. Squirting him in the face. He doesn't know what to think about it. Ah, it's a her. Squirting her in the face. She's trying to drink out of the leak. And I don't know where to go with the big one after that, because I want to run a little one on the lane. We may run the big one down the bottom and run a little one up on the lane. That works too. And maybe start over if these girls are still good out here on this piece. We'll start on that one again, get some more water on it. See how long it'll grow. So, anyway, that's the end of my day for sure. Spent probably an hour and a half on the phone this evening with Brother Ed. He'll be here about a month, a little over a month. So we got caught up for now. Had asked me how that baler was working. I told him a few things we still got wrong with it. So y'all get to see him when he's here. Already making plans. And unfortunately, one reason he's here is to see his dad. He didn't make it last year because his wife was in the hospital. So his dad's been in a home, has dementia, been in there for a while. And he says anymore, Dad's got his own language and nobody knows what it is. So who knows if you'll even recognize him. Sad, but part of life for some people. That's enough bullshit. I'm gonna go back up, watch a little TV, reply to a few more comments, and go to bed. I wanted to show you last night, but see the black on her face? Most of them last night were a little black-faced. Where those 3 cedar trees were. The other end down there. We burned all that. Tried to burn the stumps out. They were all into that yesterday. At least the cows. I didn't notice any black calves, but the cows got it doing pretty good. Late enough to make a decent video now. That one's turned and run down to the end. This pipe's unhooked at the riser down there, so I can hook the other traveler up. They're all still out here, except for Wally. I met him. He was over here on the way down when I went in to shut the pump off. But he came back up. And now, let's see, I rode over and unhooked the power there, so I can go through the fence over here without teaching people new words. So, yay. Oh, bend in half, fall over. Hopefully that's going to come unhooked. And hopefully that's going to start. It ain't cold, but it feels chillier than it is. It's like 57 this morning, but it feels a wee bit chillier than that. So we got a little corner across the creek, not like we normally do, just because I didn't shove it over against the cedar tree. And this side we met what the other traveler did, so When I get it over here, I'll pull it right up to the fence and it'll finish where it left off. That's the plan. And, I got that mower home yesterday and looked underneath. Very pleasantly surprised. We have, somebody forgot to latch that yesterday. That could be a bad thing. Tractor wasn't going anywhere though. Make my brain work. The knives, the corners just barely wore off of, and I expected everything to be packed full of crap, and it's not. So that's a good thing. What I found? Catching her breakfast. Hey, where are you going?
Or up for breakfast.
Lately?
We tried eating cat food.
Oh, we're trying to eat the
I
kitty.
need to take a handful, not just one piece.
Hey. Good morning. No?
She goes, I'm probably eating something, dude.
Hey, good morning.
Look at that Buddha.
Put that booty out, someone go spank it.
Look at that Buddha.
Bristol's going to share your breakfast with you in a minute.
Do you need help?
Good day for a little maintenance. Got the screw in. Had to lower it to get that in. Then had to raise it because baskets were on the ground. Couldn't turn them because the tractor's sitting downhill. This is always the fun part. No matter what you do. I'm thinking she forgot to put the impact on here and spin it good first.
I did.
They get buggered up. I have
Guess what though? We're using
gone.
these.
Yeah, we're using these.
I don't remember who's said. I can't think of.
Kevin's his first name.
Thank you. We just put one on actually, and they do fit. I just put that one on.
Those were found on a shelf in a barn, and they had no reason to be used in years. And he says, "You want them? I'll send them to you." So we got them. Took them like a week to let me know what the shipping cost, and we sent them a check for the shipping. That was much appreciated because those being yellow like that, well, at this point in time, I think those are about $12 a piece. What we got from Shoop are around $4. They may be a little more than that now, but they're
Speaking of which, I need
half
one more
price.
because I didn't realize that this one was broken.
Oh, you found another one?
Well, it's probably behind the bar. I replaced that
Yeah,
one, and I didn't pay attention.
That's why we spin and look. And this is the basket that didn't have the broken screw.
Yeah, and the one that has a broken one only has one broken on it.
But with that field, it's kind of amazing that it's in this good a shape. So, anyway, then I was looking at brass bushings in here. I mean, they're all shot, but what do you do? And is it worth changing them? You know, they get greased. Keep grease in there. That's all you can do. And if you change them, then things are more rigid. But I don't know. I mean, it always breaks in the thread. And I've got that set roughly to the same as where this one was.
And it literally does
You
not
know,
matter.
I'm guessing on where the bottom was, but we're close enough.
Well, no, the one that I broke down in here. I didn't break up further.
Well, they'll either break right at the bottom of this, or they'll break right at the end of the thread. And
Unless you're me, and then you do a damn good job of breaking it a different fucking place.
I can think of. Damn, she's noisy. And something I've always wanted to figure out how to do it is they shouldn't do this. It's a pain in the butt. I mean, you can hit the lever and get them apart a little bit, but
How the hell did I miss?
they'll still bump going down the road. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to say that this cylinder's been replaced. a little different color red, and it's just got the 2 flats on it to unscrew the end. There she goes making noise again. If she moves a little, she can get on it better. I'm going to say this one's the original one. I don't know why the difference. Be nice if there was a little bit of adjustment to those, but there's not. And this is your adjustment for how far you swing them. Just like this is your adjustment for how far out you slide. Trying to think. We've been out here, but that was following a Case IH axial flow with a 25-foot header on it. It'll stretch to 27 feet. And that's just about all it'll do. 27.5 feet, I think, is what the book says. So, anyway. Don't see anything else wrong anywhere yet. But I figured putting a new screw in as well. Check teeth. I know I found one. May find some in the tail later. Who knows? Went and grabbed my good bar out of the service truck. A little bend in the handle. Of course, I had that piece of pipe on the handle, and that one slid over that, so I had about 3 feet added to it. But look at that. That's better than it was. Now I just got to get her swung back. Which I'm still kind of wondering how I'm going to do that. I think what I'll do is hook a chain on the frame and wrap around here so that it's not pulling this out. And it may be a matter of park the skid steer over here somewhere, put a come along on it, see if I can break the come along, get her swung back in where it belongs, and yeah, had to support that to do it. That's not that big a deal to bring back down. Of course, I tried the hammer bit, and with this folded clear up in here, I got a little hammer blade on my toolbox, and I bent that trying to get it to come down. At least there it's more usable. Yeah, I can think of different ways they probably could have done that, but that's a pain in the ass too. Could have dropped it on heavy cable. At least it would give it a chance to give. Best thing is don't turn that sharp. Well, this was my idea. But without using a come along or something here, I can't support this back. Chains just don't come out right. So I thought about it for a minute. It's still, but that's got to come back down anyway. And I thought, you know what? Maybe that's a better spot. So I literally just stepped up there. And it is, because you're, 4 inches closer in? Safe stepping off the edge. And it being over that 4 inches, a little less chance of catching that again. So I think I'm just going to straighten it the other way and call it good. Go figure. Coyote up here and me with nothing to look at him with. And he was standing there long enough I could have had a really nice shot. Thought he'd come out over there. He was dupe. Oh, where is it? I can't see it. I can't see it. There's a railroad tie in the middle of the screen. He was right next to it. Should go run him down with the bike. Anyway, get this pulled out. Oh, there he goes. I think he's in the screen. Yeah, in line with the neighbor's camp trailer. If you can't see him, I can't see what the screen's got on it. Now, if he's going to actually get coyotes, I'll leave him alone. And that is not the one I got the shot off last time, because this one's walking normally, what I can tell. But if he'll get gophers without digging, I'll leave him alone. Till next calving season. A little mass. Took it off. It was flowing like a 5/16 hose might. not like a 3/8 hose would. I tried pressure in the tank and it didn't change the flow at all. So we back blew it. Sounded like the chunk went back in the tank. Pressurized the tank again to get fuel to come back out the hose. And running full 3/8 flow. So I don't know. I mean, the other thing is if that hose is getting bad. But, you know, I did find some shit in there before, just not very much. And I don't know about crawling in there to change that hose. First thing Ty says, well, we got to take the step off. No, we're not taking that shit off. Had that shit off of here before. Now, somewhere, somehow, you can get in to get the tank or get that off the tank, but I don't want to do that with a full tank either. There should be a valve there, but that means absolutely nothing because it probably don't work. So then, since this got shoved over here in the corner to get the tractor in, we messed with it. Ty said she had that side working. That side I never could get to work. I think I probably unplugged it trying to get it apart, but that's what the actuator looks like. Not what I expected. 3 pop rivets hold that end in the bottom of this tube. One bigger one and 2 little ones right there. And then 2 of the bigger ones hold this one on the top of that tube. And it's kind of interesting the way it's made. I'm not quite sure how it works that way, but it does. This one was just moving a tiny bit at a time, and we've got it where they're close to equal length from what I can tell with that one still being put together. So we're going to throw it together and see what happens. But the bad thing to get it to do it, I had to fool it. There's positive and negative plug right here, and on this other side there's a 4-wire plug. Maybe it's 6 wires. There's 8 wires in the frickin' plug into the control. But I had to get it to move appropriately the one direction without having the other one hooked up. I turned the plug around and held it in there so it made contact so she could get it to actually move. And it moves like 1.5 inches or so at a time, I guess. But I'm going to throw some pop rivets in it, see if I can get it back together and see if it still works. There we go, happy boys. And I meant to show you we actually got that drop-in block table to work. That was interesting the way it's put together. They're not exactly in time, but they're a lot closer than what they were before. They were a full 1/2 inch off before. Now they're 3/16 to 1/4 off. It's in the shop because it's not exactly light. Ty goes, well, we can put it on the bike. I said, it's great. You can't, because there's all the control stuff's underneath it. You can't set it on anything. So we'll set it on top of the pallet in the morning and get it moved. And it's muggy. Sun came out for a while earlier. And when the sun came out, it warmed up and got muggy. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. Maybe it'll be raining tomorrow. God only knows. And maybe tomorrow we might have some hay to bale. I don't know. Gotta go check it. See if any of it's dry enough to actually bale. And some of that we're gonna put in little bales unless I find a better spot for little bales, which means I gotta go up on the hill and get the bale wagon out. And yeah, it ain't been run for a year. So it might be fun. I was hoping to get up there and cut the hay up there because I'm going to have to cut my way in the driveway anyway. It's all grown up. Unless somebody snuck in there and mowed it for me. But anyway, that's what I know. So that was our Monday. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you had a great Monday. Hope everybody has a great Tuesday.